So customization is nothing new in Rainbow Six Siege, it's actually one of the biggest parts of the game. Within the year of 2021 to 2022, Rainbow Six Siege and Rainbow Six Extraction generated $300 million alone, with a large portion of that being microtransaction cosmetics. And so it's of course in Ubisoft's best interest to keep making these cosmetics and keep generating money for the game. And we've had no shortage when it comes to headgear, weapon skins, uniforms and charms. But one sector which I'm really surprised which they haven't made more skins for yet is actually the Gadget skins. Considering how much money these cosmetics make like we just talked about, Gadget skins haven't really been focused upon other than in Elite sets. Ever since Elite customization became a thing and skins were no longer tied to the Elite skins itself, many people, including myself, assumed now that there was a customization section for it, that they were going to start making Gadget skins available other than just in Elite sets, maybe in battle passes or pack or just bundles to be bought outright. And they may do this in year 8 or in the future, but as it currently stands, they haven't really done anything with it. Despite even in the most recent Snowball event, which is on right now as the time of recording, there is actually skins for the smoke grenade, Senses gadget, Ying's candelas, and I'm honestly surprised that they didn't even just throw these in the packs. And now, if we want to take a look at even more customizations which kind of already exist for gadgets, then we can take a look at Rainbow Six Extraction, which has a unique gadget skin on every single operator in this game. And honestly, it could be really cool if Ubisoft ported a lot of these skins over from Extraction into Rainbow Six Siege as gadget customization. So let's look through each of these operators and take a look what gadget skins they actually have. So starting off, we can take a look at what Doc's stim pistol actually looks like in Extraction. It's actually really cool. It's a really nice sleek white design and it of course says React on it. If you guys do not know, React is the unit of Team Rainbow which is currently fighting the Parasite in the Rainbow Six Extraction universe. And I think this looks absolutely sick, and yeah, I would absolutely love this as a gadget skin in Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would agree with me as well. And they actually went even as far as to customize the stim that comes out of it. As you can see, I shot it at the floor, and when we zoom in on it, it is actually a unique design as well. So that's actually really cool. Next up, we have Ella's Gersmont mine, and once again, it does say React on it because it says React on all these things because that's how they theme the gadgets in this game. But it's more of the light blue color, which is once again part of the color scheme of this game as well. And yeah, it just looks really cool. It's a very simple, but it is very Extraction themed. And if you are a fan of Extraction like me, because I actually do really love Extraction, I think this would once again be something really cool to come into Siege. Now we also have Pulse's scanner. Once again, it is the yellow and blue color scheme. You can't obviously really see much when you are playing Pulse because that's just how Pulse works. It doesn't really have much design on it when you are using the gadget, but nonetheless, it is still a unique gadget skin similar to how his Elite one is a unique gadget skin as well. And I would once again love this, and I just think it is really cool because I just really love the Extraction theming. Now this next one is actually really cool. It's actually Alibi's Prismas. So not only is the case that you deploy the Prismas from themed around React, the Prismas themselves of course have a unique design as well, and that's actually Alibi's default skin in Rainbow Six Extraction, similar to how in Rainbow Six Siege she wears her default skin on her Prismas as well. But it's just really cool to see an Alibi Prisma not wearing the default skin because that's the only Alibi Prisma we've ever seen ever since she's launched. And I wonder if they ever do add gadget customization to Alibi in Rainbow Six Siege, if they'll change the hologram itself or they'll keep it as a default skin just not to confuse people. Now Finka doesn't really have that much of a change, obviously because her gadget's really small and it's just something that sits on her thumb. The little bit that says React isn't actually her gadget, that's the stasis machine which every operator has in this game, meaning that if they go low on health, they can enter stasis mode and they won't be killed by the enemies. Rather, it's just a little rectangular gadget which is on her thumb, and honestly, I think the only difference in this game is that the color is red rather than blue, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. But let's be honest, how much gadget customization can you really do for an operator like Finka? Now this next one is actually one of the coolest ones in this, and this is actually Hibana's X-Cairo launcher. Of course, in Rainbow Six Siege, we already have two variants of that. We have the default one and we have our Elite one, which is blue and white, which is really nice. And of course, that changed the pellet colors as well, and Extraction is no different. For starters, the launcher itself is once again the React color theme with React writing on it, which looks so nice. I really like this one. And the pellets to shout out of this one are actually yellow, which is different from the default one, which is red, and the Elite one, which I believe is black, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is absolutely sick, and I would 100% love to see this come to Siege. Now, Lion is quite a strange one. By the looks of it, it seems like they actually have changed the skin of the EE-1D drone, which is flying in the sky. I'm not 100% sure of that, but it does look like it does have the React color scheme, which is quite cool that they've actually went to the effort of changing that as well. And of course, the gadget skin of his wrist-mounted device is once again the React color scheme, which is really cool and goes with the uniform quite well. Now, Sludge's one is actually quite hard to see because of how fast he actually swings in Rainbow Six Extraction, but from one of the trailers, we can actually see a really good look at the hammer with this skin on it, and it actually looks so sick. So for starters, we can see that the base of the hammer seems to be the same layout, but the handle has more of these yellow grips on it, of course yellow being quite a big theme of Extraction, and at the end of the hammer, it does have the Extraction extraction logo on it, which is really cool. Next we have IQ, similar to Lion, this is a wrist mounted device, and as you can see on it, it says React on the back. I'm pretty sure you can understand what the theme is going to be for most of these gadgets, but the outer casing is really cool, and then when you're actually using the gadget, you can once again see the color scheme of the gadget itself. And the next one is actually Vigil, and when I was taking a look at this, it seems like Vigil's device is actually the same as it looks in Rainbow Six Siege. It is just a black back mounted device. So I actually think out of all the gadgets in this game, this is the only one that never got changed. Next up we have Jaeger, and I actually really love how his ADS looks like in this game. Out of the three variants that we have, which is Siege Default, Siege Elite, and then the Extraction one, this one is absolutely amazing, and it's 100% my favorite one. I just think it looks really nice. I like how the black and yellow work on the bottom with the blue at the top, kind of popping out the top of the ADS more. It looks really nice, and of course you have the Extraction logo. Rook's armor is also really cool. The bag itself is of course React themed, and the armor plates also have a unique design on them as well, saying Strike Face, and then it says React. I really love how this one looks. I like how all the colors look and everything. I'm just a massive fan of the React color theme. Fuse's cluster charge is up next, and of course you can guess it is the React color theme with the React text on it, but yeah, just a really cool cluster charge. This would be the third one that we get as well, because obviously Fuse has an elite skin and the default skin, and honestly I think this skin actually suits the cluster charge more than the other two versions in Siege do. Now this next one is my absolute favorite. This is the smoke canister in Rainbow Six Extraction, and this looks so nice. It looks so sleek, it looks so clean, it looks much more well made than the one in Siege does. And when I say well made, I don't mean like well made by the devs. I mean if this was in real life and this was a real gas canister, this one just looks more high quality. It looks like it was put together better, and it doesn't look as flimsy as the one in Siege does, because let's be honest, Smoke's canister in Siege looks like it was made with a low budget and just thrown together, whereas this one looks like it's highly manufactured by a military. Now here's a little blast from the past, because we'll actually never get this skin in Siege because it's for Tachanka's mounted turret. For you guys who do not know, in Rainbow Six Extraction, Tachanka never got the rework. He still has his old pre-rework LMG, but actually works really well in this game. It's really good for PvE. You also get two of them, so you can place multiple of them down and your teammates can use them as well as you. And the full 360 range of motion is really good. So yeah, it's a really cool gadget skin, but we'll never see this in Siege because this gadget no longer exists in Siege. Capital's one is really cool as well. Just a quick note, by the way, Capital actually doesn't have flames in this game. His flames in Rainbow Six Extraction have actually been substituted for gas, but regardless of that, this gadget skin would still work in Rainbow Six Siege. It looks really cool, and I just really like how the crossbow looks with this skin. Next up we have Gridlock. This one's really cool as well. So the track stinger, when you're holding it in your hand, of course has the React design on it, and then when they're actually on the floor as well, they have the black or sort of light blue and yellow design. Really cool, and I'm actually interested to see whenever we get a Gridlock Elite skin what her gadget skin will look like in Siege. Next up we have Nomad. Now of course the mounted bit on the gun has a different color scheme, similar to how her Elite skin does in Rainbow Six Siege as well. It's not only the gadget, it's actually the underbarrel as well, which is different. And then the air jabs themselves are more yellow compared to their Siege counterpart where they are more beige, which does look pretty cool. Next up we have Zophia's launcher. Now Zophia is no stranger to gadget skins. We already know in Rainbow Six Siege that she has three. She has the default one, she has her first Elite skin, and then she has her Resident Evil crossover Elite skin. So if this were to be added to Siege, this would be the fourth gadget skin for Zofia, and would probably be my favorite. Finally we have Echo and his yokai drones. Just like Zofia, he also has three gadgets already in Rainbow Six Siege. You've got default, you've got his first Elite skin, and then you've got his Yakuza Elite skin. But also this one a different color scheme, it also changes its mold as well, and just looks more futuristic than the current version of the yokai, so it does look really cool and it would fit in very well. And so guys, as it currently stands, that is every gadget skin available in Rainbow Six Extraction until more operators come out. I'm really surprised that these haven't been made available in Siege yet, whether that is through packs, whether you can buy it through the store, or even if it's just like a Ubisoft Club challenge where it's like get 500 kills in Extraction and unlock the gadget skin for Doc, for example. Really hope these skins do come to Siege in the future, and I'm actually really excited for the future of Rainbow Six Extraction as a game. So guys, be sure to let me know which one of these skins was your favorite. I think mine is 100% the smoke canister. It just looks so clean. And would you like these in Rainbow Six Siege? Have an incredible rest of your day. I love you all. Stay safe. Peace.